President Barack Obama ended his 3-day summer West Coast trip by giving a speech on education and career development at Los Angeles Trade Tech College, a 2-year community college in downtown Los Angeles. It was standing room only for the hundreds of students and civilians who had lined up for blocks in above 90-degree heat to see the president speak.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready.
LA Trade Tech President Larry Frank and its Chancellor, Dr. Francisco Rodriguez, each issued a statement to the audience.
We are united by our common purpose, a better life, and entry into the middle class.
We want so much. When I say jobs, you say now. Jobs! 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 Education! 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 Welcome to LA Trade Tech. Thank you.
This was the president's 19th trip to Southern California since he took office in 2008.
All across the country, everybody who works their tail off is doing the right thing, who believes in the American dream, just wants a chance to build a decent life for themselves and their family. You are why I ran for president in the first place. And I'm always impressed by people who have the courage to go back to school, especially later in life.
Obama went on to share about an aspiring woman that he met earlier that day while having lunch at Canter's Deli in West Hollywood.
One of the women I met with this morning, Joan Waddell, wrote me to say she's ready to get back in the game at age 60 after caring for a sick husband. But older workers like her need a little support. So Americans are the best workers in the world if we're given a chance. If we work together, we can help more of our fellow citizens learn the skills that growing fields require.
However, the president did acknowledge the sluggish economy and blamed Republicans for blocking his policies.
Today marks exactly 5 years since the last time the minimum wage went up in this country. That's too long between raises for a lot of Americans. What's really going on is that Republicans in Congress are directly blocking policies that would help millions of Americans. Just this year, on the other hand, they voted to give another massive tax cut to the wealthiest Americans.
Obama used the opportunity to introduce a concept he calls economic patriotism.
Even as corporate profits are higher than ever, there's a small but growing group of big corporations that are fleeing the country to get out of paying taxes. That's why in my budget earlier this year, I proposed closing this unpatriotic tax loophole for good. Let's put America back to work rebuilding roads and bridges and airports. Let's make sure the next generation of good manufacturing is happening right here in Los Angeles and in Wisconsin and in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Economic patriotism says it's a good thing when our fellow citizens have access to preschool and college and, yes, health care that is affordable. There are plenty of folks out there who count on you being cynical and say you're not going to vote, you're not going to get involved. And if we can work together, I promise you, there's no holding America back. Thank you, Los Angeles. I love you.
This is Jessica Brecker with Collegian Wire.